destination to get to.
Yep.
And a lot of times, with back coping mechanisms, it pulls you back.
Right.
It always makes you feel like that that finish line is so much further than than where it really is.
Right.
So the more you focus on the app, the more you focus on the goal, the more you focus on the ending of it.
Yes.
The better off you'll be, because you'll have something to work towards and not have anything pull you back.
Exactly. So that end result is so crucial. And the saying goes, life is like chess. You always got to plan for moves ahead. So, if you're going through that funny situation, you have to know, again, that it's not going to last forever. And, there's things to plan ahead to get to that finish line, like Sam was talking about, So I just think that's...
I really thought you were going with the Forrest Gump with the life cycle box of chocolates. I was like, wait a minute, they were talking about that. And I never understood that phrase either. The life is like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna get, but you know it's a box of chocolates.
Right.
So you kind of know what you get. Anyway.
Yeah.
But no, I think that when it comes to dealing, with situations, I think rest cannot be understated.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Rest is such a crucial component, because you get to recharge your batteries. A lot of times, you'll dream of the situation. Sometimes you'll dream of the situation.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, even in that dream, sometimes if you really play it back, you'll find your answer. Sometimes,
Right.
But the thing is to get the rest.
Yeah.
Don't keep your mind overgoing. Don't keep your body overgoing, because that's not healthy either.
Right.
Not enough rest will throw you off.
Right.
Get that rest, recharge your batteries, and tackle whatever you're going through with full strength.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm not saying sleep in, for like 3 days straight, but get your rest.
Yeah.
Because a fatigued warrior is a warrior getting ready to lose. Right. So definitely cannot be understated how big of a part stress plays. Excuse me, how big of a part rest plays in stress relief.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just I looked up some different ways to kind of cope with stress or whatever it is that may be bothering you or whatever. And one of them was take a bath. And I'm like, yeah, right? Like that's chill. That's real cool, Like, yeah, I didn't want to take baths like that, but
right.
Maybe I'll jump in the shower.
Yeah, you're right. Same. Have the rubber ducky with you.
Yeah, man.
Take a bath. You know what I'm saying? But in other words, treat yourself.
Right.
Treat yourself right. Ain't nobody else gonna treat you right. You treat yourself right.
Right.
In other words, spoil yourself sometimes. As long as you have the means to do it. And I'm not telling anybody to go broke out there. Right, but as long as you have the means to do it, there's nothing wrong with during a time, where you're not feeling at your best, that you should spoil yourself. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a bath, maybe it's a spa, maybe it's indulging in some activity that you haven't indulged in a while.
Right.
Take the time to love on and appreciate you.
Right.
Because sometimes that's what the stress is that we're not feeling the love and appreciated from others. So you love on and appreciate yourself.
Right. Yeah. That comes to again, knowing who God made you. He says that he made us in his image. So we're special to him. Like, he knows each and every individual one of us. Oh, shout out to Speak Prosperity, for that shirt. They gave me a shirt that said, I made you in my image, God, that was God saying it. So shout out to them. But
Word.
Yeah, knowing that, you don't need to resort to these other, adverse things, because God made you as an overcomer. If you know who Christ is, you know that, he defeated, all of these things that we go through on the cross, and we have the victory in him. So we were made to overcome. There's no such thing as going through life with no issues. I remember when I was a kid, I used to really believe that. I used to think that being a kid was hard.
Right,
man.
Right,
yo,
ain't nobody. The moment I hit the workforce, I was like, yeah, this grown up stuff is for the birds, man.
I remember I was probably 5 or 6, right, and I must have been mad at my parents because they didn't give me a toy or something like that. And I'm sitting there calling myself being mad. I say to my dad, man, I can't wait to be an adult because I'm going to get everything I want. And he just laughed at me. And I'm like, why you laughing? He's like, man, don't say that. Be a kid as long as you
can, man. As long as you can. Yeah, but there's always that misconception that, it goes to that tried and true saying that the grass is greener on the other side.
Sometimes it's artificial grass.
Sometimes the grass on artificial turf is greener. That's because it was made greener. So
right.
But yeah, I remember thinking that too. All my problems would be great if I were an adult. Okay, now I'm an adult, man. All my problems would be settled if I was just younger again. But but then I wouldn't have the wisdom that I have now. And granted, life for me right now isn't exactly where
same here.
I want it, but I'm focusing on the ending. Because I know, and I'm not saying the end of my life. I'm talking about the end of, my situation. The end result. I have a goal in mind. I have and the Bible does say, despise not, I think it's like despise not the small beginnings.
Right.
Because sometimes what you're going through really isn't always even about the ending. Sometimes it's just about the journey itself. Yeah. Because that's where you become stronger. That's where you get to know you on a better level. Sometimes that's even where you get to become, a lot stronger.
Right.
So that the next time it comes around, you're better equipped. And I'm a firm believer, because my pastor likes to say this a lot too, and my mom likes to say this a lot as well, that you go through what you're going through to help someone else.
Right.
So that somebody who may be going through the same things I've went through, I can say, hey, look, I've been there.
Yeah.
This is how I had to deal with it. I did this. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I did that. And all it did was pull me backwards. Right. You want to look this way. You want to go that way.
Yeah.
And each one teach one. So if I can help someone else, then all of it was worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it.
Because you never know who you're helping.
Right. That's like my prayer every day. Like, Lord, show me who it is I can be a blessing to. And sometimes you never know how that looks. Like I told my mom today, all these things that I'm currently going through, it's not only going to benefit me in the long run. When everything realizes, it's not going to only benefit me or my family. It's going to benefit people I don't even know. It's all about your testimony. Like the things you go through, like you just said, is for someone else. To be that help to someone else. And that, I guess that's just part of not only being a Christian. That's definitely part of being a Christian, but being a good person. You don't want
just being a good person, right?
Yeah, you don't want to see nobody going through no funny stuff. And just looking at, oh well, I got through mine, so now it's on you. It's
you got to figure it out yourself.
I feel like that's in a way that's prideful, because you kind of looking down on this person because they're in a position that you once was in, but you don't want to kind of give them the little push, because especially when it comes to business and money and everything like that, a lot of times you see people that are well off or that are good, they kind of stingy with what they have. But it's like, yo, there's so much here. Like, we all can eat. We all can, we all can get ahead. Just
exactly. Just if you show someone how to, if you show someone what you went through and show them how to do it as well, now when they come up, now you two are up together. He really didn't have to lean on you, like that anymore, because now he's able, he or she, is able to do it for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a really good point. That again, it's almost being stingy if you don't share what you've been through.
Right, exactly.
Because there's always somebody that needs encouragement.
Exactly.
And that's why I say again, Christians go through it too, and sometimes it's even rougher because you have the knowledge that there is a God, and now it's now God is either delaying the answer, not even so much even delaying the answer.
He's developing
there's something that you have to go through, and I remember I threw my fit when I started going. I was like, you know what, God, I'm done. I'm done.
You're like,
done.
You done?
Like, okay, be done. And then you come back. God, I'm sorry. All right, I was mad. But I've definitely done that. Even as far as a couple months ago, I was like that. But that's what I'm saying. The bigness of God is because he's, what I mean. It's not a thing where it's like, okay, well, good, fine, be like that.
Exactly.
Send me on your way, and that's. In all fairness, he could do that.
He could,
but he doesn't. And that's unconditional love. That's a rest that that we have as Christians is that we can always rest in God's love. So, I really. It felt good to do this, man. I got to talk some stuff out.
Word, right, shoot, me too.
Me too. I mean, just kind of as a, like I said, you gotta encourage yourself, and I feel that's what we did here, man. I'm looking forward to being on more of these with you.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate this.
And I'll always try to be as transparent as I can be.
Yeah, same here.
To you and to your listeners, and
appreciate you.
This is definitely the beginning.
For sure.
If I can, shout myself out here a little bit, you can find me periodically on WFDU with Miss Anita. You can, pretty soon too. I'll be relaunching the MMA Fight Boys podcast where me and my partner Rob, we discuss MMA and the fighters and the fights that take place. Shout out to Neat Tucks, shout out to Vidor Watches.
Word, yeah.
And Ed, again, thank you for having me on, man.
Of course, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully, this was, able to touch some people. This was a blessing to us for sure, but hopefully it blessed you guys as well. Again, coping mechanisms, there's always a better way to deal with things as opposed to, dealing with substances or, maybe being violent or whatever the case may be. There's always a better way, and most importantly, we both believe that Jesus Christ is the answer to it all because he conquered everything on the cross. Anything that you're going through, it was already taken care of on the cross. So just, come to him, come to Christ, give your life to him, repent, and be free. Again, life is too hard. Life is too complicated to, just allow the happenings of life to choke you and strangle you and take your joy from you. We can't allow that to happen. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. Sam, thank you for being here.
Anytime.
And until next time, yo, the podcast.
And be good to invisible people. Peace.